Hello guys, Subhash here from ZettaHub, and today not only Apple has lowered their 15-inch MacBook Pro on the refurb store, they also quietly added 16-inch MacBook Pro on the refurb store as well. Well, in Singapore at least. I gotta say it's pretty cheap for the price that they are offering at the moment. I can't believe I said that for a Mac product. Usually Mac products will be top of the line pricey. As great and cheap as they are now, I'm still gonna keep my 2019 MacBook Pro rather than upgrading to 16-inch MacBook Pro in the near future. Here are the reasons why. To be very clear, if you're on the market for a MacBook Pro, go to the refurbished store and pick up a 16-inch MacBook Pro. As I said for many times, refurbished Mac are the best Mac you can get from Apple Store. Refurbished Mac do come with Apple certified genuine parts inside the laptop, and you also get a 1-year limited warranty just as how you get with the new MacBook Pros. And you can also buy Apple Care Plus separately if you wish to do. The only difference you can differentiate between the normal ones and the refurbished one are the box that it comes with, as I told in my MacBook video which I made last year. Link in the description if you want to check it out. In Singapore, for $3,900, you are getting a refurbished MacBook Pro with i9 processor, 4TB of SSD, AMD 5500, 8GB of graphic card, and a whopping 64GB of RAM. For that price, last time in Apple Store, you can buy 4TB of SSD, let alone 4TB of SSD with 64GB of laptop. I'm not an economist, but that's a pretty good bang for the buck deal if you ask me. Well, if spending $4,000 on a laptop is expensive for you, for 2,300 Sing dollars, well, that's the price of iPhone 11 Pro Max 512GB in Singapore. You are getting a i9 16-inch MacBook Pro with 16GB of RAM and also 1TB of SSD. Pretty good cheap deal if you ask me. But as attractive and mouth-watery the specs are, I'm still gonna keep my 15-inch MacBook Pro 2019 for at least 1 or 2 more years. Okay, to put into perspective, I bought this MacBook for 4,000 Sing dollars with the spec of i9, 1TB of SSD, 32GB of RAM, and a basic AMD graphic cards. Well, you might think the 16-inch MacBook Pro is worthy of an upgrade in terms of spec and money. I would say it's the opposite. If you accidentally bought the 15-inch version last year, do not regret not buying the 16-inch version. If you don't have the need to upgrade to 16-inch, then don't. It is easy to sell off this MacBook Pro and get a 16-inch MacBook Pro on a refurbished store with additional money, but I'm controlling my urge. Well, there are a few factors why I don't consider switching to 16-inch MacBook Pro, even though that's the best decision to make. Stick around to find out. It might light some torch for those people who are sitting in the fence whether to upgrade or not. Okay, the number one factor is it's the same damn processor. Yes, 15-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pro comes with same Intel Core i9K processor. While yes, there is an upgrade in the RAM and graphic cards category, but the same processor should be a red flag for an upgrade. For instance, Intel has released their 10th generation Intel chips to the manufacturers, and buying 9th generation in this late of the year could be a big mistake in my opinion. And rumors stating that Apple are planning to release ARM-based MacBooks in the future with their own in-house processor, and rushing to sell my 15-inch and buying 16-inch at the moment will be a major disappointment in the future. And a side note, I really do hope Mac will partner with AMD to create their AMD Ryzen MacBook with AMD graphic cards. Well, one can hope actually. AMD Ryzen is now miles ahead compared to Intel, and it's not even a competition anymore. Well, if you guys want to know more on this, click the link on the top right to check out my AMD versus Intel explained video. Well, link will be in the description of course. Well, the second factor is that the 16-inch MacBook Pro is still rocking the same fantastic HD webcam as the 15-inch MacBook Pro 2019, 2018, 2017, and also 2016. A 720p potato quality HD webcam. To be precise, YouTube is no longer classifying 720p as HD, so I can see the next MacBook variant will be having an upgraded FaceTime webcam. So I can say it's worth waiting for a few more months to get a good camera on a Mac. Okay, the next factor is the butterfly keyboard of 2019 MacBook Pro is far better than the previous variant. So far, I never encountered any issue on this 2019 MacBook Pro butterfly keyboard apart from some wrong keystrokes as I use my index finger for spacebar. Weird as it sounds, that's my habit. I try to change it by using thumb to press the spacebar, but that's not for me. Coming to the point, the 2019 butterfly keyboard is as good as the Magic Keyboard found in the 16-inch variant. I can't say this is the best ever keyboard Apple has made, but it's not the buggy as the previous ones. Has anyone encountered any major issue with the 2019 MacBook Pro butterfly keyboards? Do let me know in the comments below. Well, the final point is, well, this is the important ones. There is no need for me to upgrade to 16-inch when my 15-inch MacBook Pro is working perfectly. I edit my YouTube videos on Final Cut Pro. It runs very smoothly, and so far I never felt any issue with the Final Cut Pro, and I never felt the urge to upgrade to 16-inch to run smoothly. Yes, there may be major changes if I were to upgrade to 16-inch MacBook Pro and use it, but topping up money at this COVID-19 pandemic period and getting the same processor, it's not worth in my opinion. As of now, I still have my Apple Care Plus for another 2 more years. Well, use it for another year or so, then think about upgrading in the future. But not all are rainbows and unicorns though. I'm currently having 1TB of SSD, which is painfully not enough for my needs. Even after turning on stored data on cloud rather than locally, I finished around 400 GB of storage and I left only 500 GB of storage. So yeah, definitely not taking 1TB SSD on my next purchase of MacBook. As I told earlier, if you are in the market for a great laptop, look no further than Apple's refurbished MacBook store. The 16-inch is at the best price at the moment, and purchase an Apple Care with it, you are good to go for another 3 to 4 years. But if you are having a 15-inch version from 2019 or 2018, I suggest you guys to control your urge and wait for the 2020 MacBook Pro drops on the refurbished website. All I can say, it will be better than the current 16-inch MacBook Pro. Oh, and by the way, do stay tuned for our custom built CPU review after 1 year. We have some pretty interesting and controversial topic to discuss about after using it for 1 year. So do stay tuned for that, and please like this video, subscribe to this channel. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.